Guys, this is the final product. So this is how I dish up for my family. We are a big family, so when you dish up, you really dish up.
Hello guys, welcome to Goodness Living. This is Tobile. I am coming live from Durban, North South Africa. So today I'm so excited. It is a beautiful day. The sky is blue. It's sunny, not too cold. Obviously it's winter in South Africa, but it's not too cold in Durban. I'm pausing because I'm worried that there is wind and I'm not sure whether you're gonna get draft. So if you are always returning to watch our videos, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. So today I'm really excited. It's a beautiful day. There are some few things that I want to do. Mainly, I want to cook for family. I want to cook one of the African cuisines, something that I have not cooked in a while. So today I am wanting to cook that meal. So I'm going to show you as I cook the meal. But before then, there are a lot of errands or things that I need to be doing around the house. Seeing we've just recently moved into our new house. So there are a lot of things. We are still so far from finishing to move everything in our house. So we're gonna keep on moving things bit by bit. Some of the other things is not like a matter of moving them, it's a matter of making sure that we acquire them because we don't have them. It's either we save some money so that we can buy those things to decor our house. But in the meantime, there are things that you can always put in our house that are already existing, where we need to move from the other cottages or other rooms into the main house. So I'm gonna be trying to do that. But besides that, I don't want to tire myself because today actually we are from church. It's a Sunday, but obviously you're not gonna watch this video on a Sunday. I'm not gonna. Okay, ice cream truck. On a Sunday, we always have ice cream truck. It's making noise. It's just passing in front of our yard because we are on the main street. So, yeah. So, as I was saying, it's not always that, I lost my trail of thought. But anyway, so basically, I'm going to be focusing on that, doing a lot of things. But I was just saying that I'll make sure that I don't tire myself because it's a Sunday. We're coming back from church. So coming back from church, there are some couple of things that one needs to do as part of house chores and also cook for the family. And then over and above that, in the afternoon, I want to focus on my work to prepare for the next week coming ahead. So I usually prefer, if I had like some things that I did not finish the previous week, I usually prefer to try and do them on a Sunday afternoon, just before I attend the evening services, church services. I always try to do those things as well, just so that at least I start my Monday very well instead of starting my Monday hyperventilating. So when you didn't finish your work and you have to start on a Monday, you hyperventilate because you're already worried about the things that you need to finish, and obviously you also have things that you need to do for a Monday. So I'm going to try and do those things. Hopefully I will be able to manage because it looks like it's a lot of things that I need to be doing. So guys, join me as I do those things, just to see what I'm doing as I hold this day. Hello guys, now I am in the kitchen. I am preparing to cook. Besides cooking, there are a lot of things that I need to be doing here. These beans, I'm going to use the table to prepare these beans. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to remove if there are stones, but usually these beans, you will find that they are pretty clean. It's not much that you remove with stones or dead beans or something that looks like it's rotten or it's not something to be cooked. So that's what I'm checking here. Like this is what I'm checking. So you can cook the beans with a stove or you can use the pressure cooker, but for me, I prefer to use the pressure cooker because somehow, because the beans take longer to cook, unless if I've soaked them yesterday, I prefer to use the pressure cooker so that at least it cooks faster, and also at the same time we save some electricity. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. So this is what I've picked up so far. These beans, probably they are actually clean, if you ask me. So I'm gonna wash them here. I'm leaving some few beans here because I don't think I need all of them. That is that. So I'm washing the beans. I'm getting the pressure cooker again. So this is clean, I'm just gonna rinse it. And then I'll put the beans. Okay, these are the beans. Boiling water. Hi guys, so today I want to prepare for my seedlings. As you can see, I'm standing in our kitchen garden. So basically, like, we've planted some few things. We've planted kale, spinach, chilies and other things, but we want to add more of the things. So today I want to prepare this. As you can see, this is what we have. This is butternut, or they call it squash here. So from the butternut, I'm also expecting that we're gonna get the leaves, and then we also have marrows, radish, we have onions, and then cabbage. So I want to prepare these things. I have Tomisang behind me. He's hiding. So he's hiding because I was saying he's not going to be here if he's being naughty, because he likes being playful. So I'm going to prepare these things hopefully in 2 weeks time. I'm not sure, to be honest. Maybe in 2 weeks time to 3 weeks, then we're going to be seeing these, then we can transplant them. It will depend. So I want to prepare these ones like whilst I'm busy cooking at the kitchen. So, but because I'm cooking beans, they take longer. So in the meantime, I just decided, let me just come and prepare these ones. So I'm gonna use these pots, and also I am also gonna use these. So we'll see, like I'll see like whether I need to only use these ones, and then yeah, I'll use these ones. I think now I've decided I'll use these ones, and then I'm not gonna use the ground, because I thought I was going to use the ground. So I think the ground, I'll only use it for transplanting. So now in the morning, it's midday now. It was bright and sunny, but now it's a bit windy, so I'm not even sure whether you can actually hear me. So it's kind of like now a bit windish, so I'm hoping that the video does not have draft. So pardon me, like, we've got a dog behind me and it's just barking because it's still my son's phone. It's our neighbor's dog. So I've got you see this one? It's a spade, it's a small spade. So I'm gonna use the spade to get some soil here on the yard, or on our veggie garden. I want to get the soil, and I will be mixing that with compost. This is compost here, and then I also have lime. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna just use the same lime to go and put in some of our plants that needs this, the lime and the compost. I think I'm gonna have to buy more compost because it looks like there are more of our plants that require this. Okay, so let the process begins. So where am I going to get the soil? Let's see. Let's get the soil. So I'm mixing it with lime. So this is compost. This is compost. More soil. Then let's go get the water with the bucket. See that big bowl? Okay, so this is my first concoction is the soil, compost and lime. So this is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use just to put the seeds in. So the first bucket is ready. I don't want to fill it in because I'm gonna waste the soil. Looks like we don't have enough soil here on our garden. Okay, let's prepare the second one. Thank you, baby. So my son is helping me here with soil, with water. And then put lime. Oops. So now I'm spilling here. So then we are mixing. See what we're mixing here? Mixing lime, compost and sand. Put more compost. I think you can actually use potting soil as well. So this, to be honest, is not like it's something that I'm aware of that needs to be done. I'm trialing this. Okay, so now I'm going to be using these. I think because it would be easy to use these ones that are already been mixed. So I'm going to use these ones and make another one. This is what we have done so far. This is what we have done, so we're going to put the seeds in here. So guys, as you can see, we have prepared our soil. So you see we have prepared our soil. So now we're going to be planting there. So where I've put it, that's where it's going to remain until we are able to transplant. So I'm putting it back here. So I'm going to be putting the seeds in here. The seeds, as indicated earlier, I'm putting them now. So we are done here, putting our seeds. So see, this is reddish. So I'm not sure whether I've done it properly, because I can see some of the seeds are on top. They're supposed to be at the bottom. So it looks like I did not. I'll put more compost, but this is basically what we have done so far. So we are almost done. Around you, let's add more compost. More compost. More compost. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm back to continue with the cooking. So I'm gonna check my beans if they are ready. If not, I'll have to repeat this whole process. So my beans were here. I am checking the beans. Oh, I think they're all ready. They are ready. These are the beans. So now I'm continuing with the process. Now I'm going to be cooking on the stove. Hi guys, I'm continuing with my cooking. My meal that I'm going to be cooking, I'm also going to have spinach and hay. So I mix the two, and I'm also going to be cooking cabbage. So I was trying to prepare the cabbage, and I've cut the onions as well, because I struggled with the camera initially. So now, since I'm back online, because the camera's battery just got flat, so I had to go charge. So since I'm back online, then I'm gonna continue the cooking process. Earlier I was cooking my beans, so my beans are ready. So what I'm gonna do now, I need to be cooking here on the stove. I'm gonna take these beans, put them inside the pot. So this water is boiling. I'm just rinsing the remaining beans inside this and put here. Because I need more water inside the pot here with the beans, so I'm gonna put a little bit more water. I think that's enough. Put that there. I'm gonna be cooking cornmeal. Then I've got salt, yeah. When I cook, I don't usually measure like as to how much salt I'll be needing as I'm cooking. I just rely on tasting. So I'm gonna let this boil. Then I'm gonna put soil and then, not soil, salt, and then let it boil, and then I can put corn mealy. Okay. So I'm eyeballing the salt as I'm putting in here. I'm gonna just let this boil just so that I can put cornmeal, and then I'm actually going to boil more water in case the water here is not enough. As I've indicated, I usually eyeball when I'm cooking. I don't usually measure to say, okay, I need this much water, I need this much salt, I need this. I'm not that. I'm not a chef. I'm not that seasoned with how to cook. So I usually use my eyes, taste, and yeah, everything gets ready in that manner. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So whilst I'm letting this to boil, I'm continuing to cut my cabbage. So this is going to be stew. Actually, I'm going to have 2 stews, the cabbage, kale and spinach, and then I will have wors along with this. What I'm cooking here, it's called umdoveni. So it's a mixture of cornmeal with beans cooked together. So you can actually eat this thing by itself once you've cooked it, if you like, because obviously beans, they have proteins. But if you're a person that is so used to eating rich food, you may not like it plain. You will think that you need something extra. So some people would cook additional stews as I'm cooking additional stews. And then also if you like meat in your meals, then you want to add meat. So what I'm going to be adding now, I'm going to be, besides kale and cabbage, I'm also going to have wors on the side. But you don't have to have all of these things on the side. It's because I like doing it that way. Yeah, you don't have to. You can eat it alone, or you can eat it with either cabbage or kale or spinach. So if you ask me, I'm cooking many meals at once. And my cabbage is ready. And kale, I just need to wash it. I've cut this and I've washed it. So whilst this is boiling, then I'm gonna start another pot on the side. So I'm thinking here, maybe I'm gonna cook cabbage. Okay, let me cook cabbage here. When I'm done with cabbage, then I'm gonna cook wors. There's something wrong with our stove. It's kind of like shocking. I'll have to talk to my husband about it. There's an issue here. This is the first time cooking here, by the way. It's the first time cooking here. The last time I cooked here was probably 2016, somewhere there. Yeah, somewhere there, maybe 2016. That's the last time I cooked there. Cooked inside this house, because this house we've been renting out because we're not staying in it. We were staying in Johannesburg, so we just came back in 2022. When we came back in 2022, it was rented out, so we just came, we just started living in it as in like this month. So there's one video where I was saying moving into our house. So that's basically that. So now I'm realizing that I'm still trying to figure things out here, because we haven't been cooking here. So even when we cooked in 2016, it was over the holidays, because we bought a house when we were staying in Johannesburg. We were using it as a holiday home. So we're not really cooking, we're not just cooking much, but we're using it as a holiday home. We would normally come in December and go back in January, so it was in that space. So if you ask me, like really cooking in the stove was over those holidays, 2016, somewhere there. It's been a long time since I cooked. So even to realize that there's something wrong with the stove, I'm sure even my husband is not aware. I'm gonna tell him now that there is something amiss with the stove. Okay, I'm packing my cabbage here. Be easier. So I'm putting cooking oil. Okay, there's a lot of cooking oil. So I need to reduce the cooking oil. So onions. So now I'm trying to cook a bit faster. So now I'm forgetting the steps, even though I'm actually frying the cabbage. So I'm waiting for this one to boil, then I can put meal in it. Okay, so this is the cabbage. This I would call it a fried cabbage. It's now ready. That was quick. So I'm now gonna cook the spinach. Okay, before I cook the spinach, I was boiling here, and this is ready. Then I can put the bili inside and then stir. Okay, they steam, so you can't see much, but I'm gonna be putting mili here inside this boiling beans and. You see, I've put the mili. I'm gonna just stir because I don't want the beans to burn on the bottom there. So I'm gonna just stir quickly. Maybe what I need to do as well is to reduce the heat now that this is boiling. Okay, let me look for a stirrer. So I'm gonna use this. See, this is made out of wood. That's what I'm gonna use to stir this pot. Okay, looks like I need to put more mili because it needs to be dry. It needs to be dry. See, inside here we've got beans. So I just I boiled the beans and I put salt in them. And then now I'm putting mili. So I'm cooking this together. I think the last time I had this type of a meal was when I was young. I have not had this in a long while. I'm sure even at home, when I tell my mom that this is what I've cooked, she's gonna be very surprised. Because it was one of those meals that we never liked when we were young. So every Friday they'll cook this and then we'll eat it on Saturday. Sometimes we used to eat this with avocado or with just raw tomatoes, with salt, or tomatoes with chilies. Sometimes you can have this, something similar, but instead of putting mili, you put rice. So let me just stir and then I'll just, let me just stir. I'm not sure whether my husband is gonna like this because these normally you'll find it from the Zulu clan. So he's not from the Zulu clan. I think you'll find it from the Zulu clan or the Nguni tribe, if I can say so. I don't think then the Sotho's would cook this normally. So some of these dishes, he would not like them. So, but let's see. I don't want it to be too dry, and at the same time I don't want it to be too wet, so I need to be cautious. And this type of a meal is easy for it not to cook,
cook properly, so I need to be cautious as I'm cooking this, especially if it's too full. Like I realize now that I've made it too full, but I'm gonna keep on stirring and make sure that it cooks well. The Zulu name for this meal is called umdoveni. I think others they call it isigwamba, Xhosas they call it isigwamba, I think, but we call it umdoveni, meaning a mixture of beans and cornmeal, or a mixture of beans and rice if it's rice, because you can cook this with rice. So we call it umdoveni or isigwamba. Umdoveni or isigwamba. That's what we call it in Zulu. So this must cook, mustn't disappoint me, because if it's not cooked well, it's gonna be difficult to eat. So it has to cook well. Okay, so this is how it looks like. If more beans and less meal, then it will be much darker in color. But if there are fewer beans, it gets to be on the whiter side. So here, this one, it's in the middle, but let's see how it will be like as we continue cooking. So I'm gonna cover it now so that it can continue to cook. I'm gonna keep on stirring it until it's ready. So probably I'm gonna stir 3 to 4 times. Okay, so whilst this is getting ready, then I'm gonna cook spinach. Can we cover this? Cooking oil for spinach. I'm washing this up. This I've already washed it up. Oh, another thing that one must be cautious of when you cook this type of meal, you must be cautious of it not burning, because once it burns as well, it doesn't taste nice. So that's why I'm just checking quickly as to what's burning. I see it was already burning, and I've lowered the heat, and I'm not sure like at what temperature must I put the stove, because already it was on 3, but I already smelled the burn. So so I need to be cautious. Yeah, it was burning actually. It was really burning. My umdoveni was getting bent up, so for some reason I don't know, like when I cook kale I always get the flies coming in. I'm not sure whether that's always the case everywhere else. So now I'm trying to get the fly out, out. I was fighting the fly trying to cook. When I cook kale, I always notice that I always struggle with the flies. I raised the wrong stove instead of, yeah, what? This one. Yeah, I raised the wrong stove and I've burnt my again. So it was fine burning it for the first time. Now I'm burning it for the second time. That's not ayoba. And burnt milli, it's not nice. You can actually, even if it's cooked well, but when it's burnt, it actually smells, and that smells take away taste. So you actually don't want to burn your cornmeal when you are cooking, whatever it is that you're cooking, either cooking pap or ugali, anything that you cook cornmeal with, you don't want to burn it. But any other food, you don't want to burn whatever that you're cooking. So I've burned it the second time in a row. So I'm hoping that it's not gonna be like affecting the taste. So that's what I'm hoping for. Ah, guys, I usually don't put spices in the green veggies. I only usually put salt or Knorrox cube just to season. I'm putting it in. So guys, tell me, like this kale, like I got it cut already from the shop. So how do you cook kale? Do you cook it with its sticks? Because I was trying to remove as many sticks as I can. You know, things like this. I don't understand it. But I see if you buy it cut out from the shop, they just cut and put a lot of sticks inside. For me, I found them very hard, so I usually remove it. But I'm not sure whether in any case that's how everybody does it. So I try to remove as much as I can. It was a lot of sticks. like six. I think I could remove as much as I can remove. When I cook kale, I usually don't cook it alone. I usually cook it with spinach, but I guess you can cook it alone as much as you can also cook spinach alone. So now I am putting this spinach on top of the cake, spinach. Do you guys cook kale and spinach together, or do you separate them? Comment down below and in the comment section and indicate as to how you normally cook kale. Guys, whilst I'm waiting for the pots to cook, I need to clean up this kitchen. It's very dirty. That's what I'm gonna be doing. And I was also washing up clothes here. I'm gonna have to take them to the bin. No, not to the bin, to the dry right outside.
Okay, so this is the spinach and kale. It was almost burning as well, so it looks like today is not my lucky day for cooking, because looks like I'm burning things. So this is, yeah, kale and spinach. It's burnt a bit, but it's done. So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna cook one more last thing now, which is the sauce. I like the concept of food hygiene that says clean as you go. If you can clean as you go, do clean as you go. Instead of waiting until you are actually done. But with the dishes, looks like I've waited until I am absolutely done. But if you can, try clean as you go. So I am going to be cooking both. I'm going to wash the pot because I'm using one pot. I'm normally slow when I cook, but I think the recording actually also makes it take longer, because especially if you are not having someone else to help you with the recording, because you have to keep on working on the camera, change the settings, things like those. So it usually takes longer. Sometimes the battery finishes or the space is limited. In my case today, I had instances whereby if it was not the battery, it was the stand. If it was not the stand, it was the space in the camera, the space in the phone, because I'm using the phone to record. So I was almost giving up, saying, what, I'm not recording, but I was like, no, I need to record, because I've always been wanting to do this, especially that I'm cooking something that I'm not so used to cooking, that I haven't cooked in a long while. As I said, that this dish, the last time I cooked it was when I was young, and I'm not even sure that's going to come right. It's been giving me problems, so everything has been just not on my side today. There's a stove that I'm not familiar with. I'm cooking in that stove for the first time after a long while, so everything is just going against me, but not giving up. Giving up is not an option. So now I'm cooking this. Okay, so I'm gonna just check this pot. Ideally it's supposed to have been cooked by now, but I think I struggled. I suspect that I put more water, more meal, and the space was not sufficient for the meal. That's why it's just giving me problems. Besides the fact that I've bent it twice. So, but I think, yeah, the pot is too small for the amount of food that I'm cooking now. So I'm hoping that it's gonna cook. Yeah, you know, like as is now, I can smell the burn, the initial burn, but it's getting loose, so which means it's cooking, because it being loose is an indication that it is cooking. Because when it clumps together, it's a sign that it's not cooking. So guys, I've got a challenge now. We don't have any more water. I was trying to clear the dishes, as you can see that pile. So I've washed them, but I don't have water to rinse with. So I'm gonna just check. We normally have this problem of not having water once in a while. Almost like, it's not even once in a while nowadays. Maybe once a week or once in 2 weeks. So it looks like we don't have water. I'm not sure what seems to be the issue. Usually when we don't have water, it's either there's a pipe burst. So if there's a pipe burst or there's a leak that is being fixed, so then they'll make the municipality to close the water supply so that they can fix the leak and then bring back the water. So it's, for us here in Durban North, it's very rare that the water will go for days without coming back. It usually will go only a day and then it comes back the following day. So we normally save water on the side just in case that happens. But I'm not sure whether we've saved enough water for cleaning up things like this, or it's only so for washing up. But there are areas where water would go for days, months, and even years. So then they will only rely on the water tanker to bring in the water. So hence, those are the issues that the citizens in those areas would fight for as part of service delivery. So for us, we've been lucky that it will go, but not that long. So since I was still busy trying to tidy up things, I'm gonna just check if we've got enough water just for me to clean up the saved up water, because we usually save water on containers. I'm gonna check there and then see. If it's not there, then it means I'm gonna just clear up the dishes that I'd already finished washing up. The ones that I was still busy washing up, I'm gonna leave them in the sink. That's the unfortunate part. Then I can tidy up here. Otherwise, I'm done with cooking. I'm done with cooking. So this that I need to be cooking was just for me to turn for the last time. But I've cooked wors. So which was the last dish that I needed to cook. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So guys, this is how the meal looks like, but I'm gonna dish up so that you can see it on the plate. Hopefully it tastes nice, or it's cooked. Yeah, I must agree, it's really does taste being burnt. Oops. Okay, so guys, this is the complete meal. If I had tomatoes, I could put tomatoes also here just to garnish and also decorate the plate, but this is how it looks. It's the mdoveni, the spinach with kale, cabbage, fried cabbage, and then wors. So this is how it looks like. Umdoveni, that's cornmeal with beans, and then your wors, then cabbage, and then spinach. So that's the complete meal. Guys, this is the final product. So this is how I dish up for my family.
We are a big family, so when you dish up, you really dish up. But obviously, I also dish up for the kids for school. And then I want to try this before the time comes so I can tell you how it tastes like. Guys, I'm tasting the food that I was cooking earlier. Not bad, but I can always improve. Look, I can always improve on this. I'm realizing that maybe I shouldn't have put salt in the milli or in this milk, the cornmeal and beans. I shouldn't have put salt. It's not a lot of salt, but I think I don't like salt in the basis of food. When I cook rice, I don't put salt in the rice. When I cook uputhu, I don't put salt. I always realize that you'll get salt or spices from the veggies and meat. So I did put this salt in this meal today because I'd actually forgotten. It's been long since I've cooked this. But guys, it is definitely nice. Not too bad. I was just worried that it got burnt, that it will taste ugly. No, it still tastes okay. But I wish I'd put more beans in it. So as I'm saying, you can always improve in it. Yes, guys. That's the meal. Umtoveni with spinach, wors, and cabbage. Guys, as I've indicated, water is finished. But I went to check in our store. There is like 20 liters that you have kept. So we're going to use that for drinking until it comes back. But for now, because I want to make sure that this place is clean, I'm going to use this water just to rinse up, excuse me, just to rinse up these dishes that are here so they can wash up. So that's better. I'm going to just use the water sparingly. I'm going to hang this washing and then collect the other washing that is from the hanging line. I think probably that will be one last chore besides me now having to maybe later on wash up and do like my work in preparation for tomorrow. This and this. So this is the washing that I'm gonna fetch and then hang this one after that. Okay, or maybe start hanging this one because I need this dish, and then I'll just collect this other washing from the line. This from the line. That's what I'm gonna collect now. And whilst trying to hang this, I've got this dirty washing that we were wearing yesterday when we went to the village land where there was soot, so probably I'm gonna wash it also. Tired now, but yeah, let's see. Hey, I'm washing these things with soot. Look at the water. Look how black it is.
So I'm gonna rinse using that water because we don't have water. But this is the last thing that I'm actually doing as part of the chores. I've hanged the other washing and removed the other dry one. So yeah, that's basically it's been my Sunday. Guys, this has been a long day. I've cooked the meal. I'm hoping that the family is gonna love it. I think that was the main topic for the video, like cooking the meal that I've not cooked for quite a while. And I see my dog wants to play, and meanwhile I'm not here to play. I will show you now what she does when she wants to play. So if you have watched this far, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. If you have not subscribed, kindly consider subscribing and also sharing, liking our videos. So in the meantime, let me play with this dog a little bit, and then I'm gonna go inside. It's a bit it's overcast. I'm not sure whether it's gonna rain, but because it's winter, so chances are it may not rain. But I don't know why it's overcast, but it is overcast. But with coastal weathers, sometimes we just get surprised. So we'll see. Let me just play with Stormy. Let me show you Stormy before I sign off. Stormy has a ball and she wants me to play a ball. See, I'm taking the ball. Look at that. I'm taking the ball. Look at that. He's waiting for me to throw it. Let me throw there. There's the ball coming back. The ball coming back. With her, you can do one and the same thing until you are the one getting tired. But out of the 3 dogs, she's the only one that knows how to play with the ball. The other ones, they just grab the ball and get jealous. And what they'll do after that, they'll just hog the ball. Meanwhile, with her, it's like you throw and catch. And then you throw and then she catches. Or run after the ball. Look, see?